Y'all saw that streamer award show a couple days ago? Boy howdy, those people don't know how to be human, I swear. They've lost their humanity somewhere along the way. They've been dancing in front of millions of people for years, for so long. They've forgotten what it's like to just have an actual human interaction. That show was a mess, man. Comparing Kai to Diddy, a molester PDF who's done worse than molest, I'm sure. They should have known, like, Kai doesn't take that stuff. Like, you gotta know your audience, right? Some people would find that pretty funny, I'm sure. Obviously, because humor's subjective. But Kai doesn't take that, especially when his brand image is so important to him. Even the VTuber thing. Everyone's upset that a Peanut won VTuber of the year, calling him not a VTuber. It's like, I mean, literally, he's a VTuber. By every definition. People, like, created their own definition of VTuber somewhere along the way to, like, make it about anime. You gotta be some, like, anime character to be a VTuber. But it's like they forgot the definition, the original definition of just, like, having a virtual avatar. Like, it's that simple. Like, even Peanut himself came out with a new... He started a new branding of VTuber where we're starting to see just people have like fruit and like vegetable and like just basic food avatars, kind of to like give their own take on Peanut. And so it's like if all these food avatars start to take over, are they going to become the VTuber echo chamber? And now all the anime VTubers are like no longer VTubers. You know what I mean? Like, where do you draw the line on like what is truly a VTuber? I can tell you where you draw the line, on the definition. If you don't draw the line on the definition itself, there's no hope, because your compass is all wibbly wobbly and it's everywhere and you have no idea what anything is anymore. So you just gotta anchor it in something. And if you got nothing substantial other than the original definition, I mean, it's even me like saying this, it's so stupid, it's so dumb, it's really not a big deal, but like people are getting really upset on Twitter on X. And then like all the production issues they were having, I was starting to feel pretty bad for the host. I was feeling pretty bad for her. And her jokes, honestly, I think she's getting a bad rap for how she handled like the humor, like her own humor. It was pretty funny. She had some good jokes in there. I don't think they all landed. I think most of them probably didn't land. But like she had some zingers in there, you know? It's not her fault her delivery wasn't, I mean, the best. I mean, it is her fault, but like, you know, can't blame her. Well, I can blame her. Okay, I can blame her. It is her fault. But they were funny. The Rakai stealing one, like people love to get upset. QTCinderella's joke about Rakai stealing, people on X were making that out to be like a racial joke because he's more likely to steal because of who he is. It's like, no, there was actually drama recently about him like stealing something. It's like, it's not everything is like a charged comment about someone's identity. Although Blue Sky, I'm sure, would love to tell you otherwise. 150 rotors, holy moly. You know, people not being in their seats was pretty funny. It's like, I mean, you're putting on a show for a bunch of like animals. You're in a zoo. You're putting on a performance in front of thousands of zoo animals, and you're expecting them to stay still in their seats. Like, no, that's unlikely. A little bit unlikely, I fear. I did feel pretty bad for QTCinderella. Man, her name is, I feel weird even saying her name, like Cutie. I'm not trying to, I guess it's her name. Her digital, it's not her government, it's her digital name. I feel bad about Miss Cinderella's kind of outburst at the end. She got really emotional because she got cut off. Come on, you gotta just ignore that at some point. I get it, it's hard probably. And it built up over time as well during the show, because she started pretty strong and then production just started failing and then people just started getting really angry at jokes, and it all kind of built up until the end where she gets cut off at her final like monologue thing. And she wasn't having a good time. I do not foresee me being anywhere in that clique in the near future. Nowhere near that. I'm good. I'm quite good on that. Oh yeah, and then the woman showing up at the end saying Rakan should have won, like it was streamer of the year or something, like completely unprompted. She shouldn't have been there. Just got up on the mic, started like being obnoxious, and then got thrown out. Which is like, you're just showing to like potential investors and sponsors in the future that your show is unsafe. if people are allowed to just walk up on stage like that, say whatever in front of like literally millions. She could have said anything in front of millions. Anyone could have gotten up there, which is it is a big deal. Like, you got to think, this event was sponsored by, I think, Omen, a few gaming devs, and quite a few more, I'm sure. So for a sponsored event to be that unhinged and that out of control, it isn't a good look. It is not a good look. No, but it's a big deal. It's a big deal. Anyone could have gotten up there on a sponsored stream of millions watching. Anyone could have gotten up there and said anything. And I'm willing to bet the next Streamer Awards, if there is another one next year, it's going to look a little bit different. It has to look a little different. Something like this isn't going to be allowed to continue at the rate it is. Investors are going to pull out. Sponsors are going to leave. They're going to leave when they see what's been going on at these events that they're paying a lot for. Maybe. Because at the same time, they kind of, I'm sure, have to acknowledge the nature of like a volatility with streamers, with streaming itself. Streaming itself is it's not corporate. It's not a safe corporate environment. Streaming is more autonomous on the person. Because these streamers' careers are built on their personalities and their branding, it's way harder to control streamers, obviously. You can't put a leash on streamers. As much as sponsors would like to, you can't do that. And so there's already a degree of risk that goes into sponsoring these people. So maybe when they see an event just flop like the Streamer Wars did, maybe there's a degree of understanding. But at the end of the day, money's money. And if an event like that is going to cause their customers, these sponsors' customers, to look elsewhere, I'm not saying they will or they won't. I have no idea. Obviously, I don't have that data. If these sponsors are perceiving that that is a possibility, they're going to start leaving. And these events are going to become very hard to put on without those sponsors. I'm sure if all the Twitch partners put up a sum of money and kind of contributed on their own, they could make it work. I don't foresee that happening, though. I don't foresee a lot of those partners chipping in for an event that they don't, maybe many don't care for. We would have to see. We'd have to see. I feel like one of the big reasons it felt so uncomfortable to watch is just because these streamers have been so like isolated on their own island of Twitch. They've been isolated on their own island of humanity, really, of society, where they're allowed to just do whatever they want for money because people enjoy their personalities, which is cool. Get your bag. Like, literally, if you're popular enough to just make money by being yourself, you've gone right in life. You've done it. However, these people have been doing this for so long, they're so disconnected from like the average person. Like, inevitably, even if they try to like stay in touch with being a human, it's gonna happen. The money's gonna get to you. Either the money's gonna get to you, or the nature of streaming all day every day is gonna get to you. It's not sustainable if you want to remain human and not a stream lizard. These people are all stream lizards. They've forgotten what it's like to have like common like decency or like be humble. Humility is lost on a lot of them. I don't mean to speak for all of them. Obviously, there's plenty of great people on Twitch. Obviously, that'd be a crazy thing to just blanket statement, but you can just see it. You can observe. It's observable. You look at the streaming awards and it's like these people are so disconnected. I'm sure some of them have like worked a 9 to 5 at some point and they kind of get like the plight of humanity. Like they understand what it's like. Not that you need to work a 9 to 5 to get that. It certainly helps. And a lot of these streamers are getting younger and younger. Speed was 15 when he really picked up on Twitch. 15 is way too young to understand the world. To be fair, 25 is too young. 30 is too young. 50 is too young to really understand the world. But you know what I mean? It's like, he's young. And there's so many like him who are young as well and just don't really get anything besides streaming. And it's a little bit worrisome because that's kind of the trajectory that we're going in right now, where streamers are just younger and younger. Before they know it, they're thrown into the world of Twitch where they're making way too much money. They don't know what to do with it. And the people they're streaming in front of idolize them. They idolize the person they're looking at through the monitor, even though that person will never reciprocate it back. It's parasocial to the max, and it is harmful. It is very harmful. That being said, though, also, if you can do it, do it. What a cool thing that is, where you can just be a Twitch streamer. You can just live out your personality on the internet, and if people vibe with it, if they vibe with you, you make a living off that. Like, what a cool idea. It really is amazing. It really is something special that we live in a day and age where you can just do that. You think those kids in those coal mines would have had any conception of what their future would be like? Sorry, not their future. They're probably not alive for it. Of what the future would look like after them. No, it is truly amazing. I mean, like, at the end of the day, it's entertainment, and these streamers are entertaining for a living. What difference is that from being an actor or being an artist, being in the arts and entertaining, putting on a show? It's the same thing. It's the same thing. So I do get it. I do get it. In summary, it was an awkward event, but the awkwardness is okay. What really isn't okay is the security risk that woman at the end exposed at that show. And the reason that isn't okay is because, again, sponsors will see that and they will back out, because that is not good. Either they'll back out or they'll enforce stricter, more harsh security at the event going forward. Not that they themselves can enforce that, but they can certainly request it. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see.